Welcome to Let's Mandarin. In this video, you're not only going to learn how to order food and drinks in a restaurant, but also you're going to learn how to tell the restaurant your allergies, your preferences, etc. Let's get it started. When you walk into the restaurant, oftentimes someone is standing in front of the restaurant to greet you. The person may want to know how big your group is so that he can prepare the right size table. Here's when you say, "Hi, we are a group of 2, 3, 4 or more people." And you say, 你好, 两位. You can simply say, 你好, 两位. It means we are a group of 2 people. Or 三位, we are a group of 3 people. Or 四位, etc. Remember, if you don't see a long line in front of the restaurant, it doesn't mean there isn't a long line. Because in China, we often queue up on the phone. Even though there may not be a physical line in front of you, there may be a virtual line online. So you may want to know how long the line is. Here's how you say it. 请问现在需要排队吗？现在 now 排队 queue up. The literal translation is, do I need to queue up? Is there a queue? 请问现在需要排队吗？ If the person says yes, you want to know how long the wait is. 请问大约要等多久？大约 approximately. 请问大约要等多久？ The person may say, perhaps 10 minutes. 可能10分钟。分钟minutes. Or the person may say 30分钟左右. 左右 means around or approximately. Approximately 30 minutes. 30分钟左右. If you watched my last video and remember that I told you that China is a cashless society because most of us use Alipay or WeChat Pay to make the payments. So if you want to know if the restaurant accepts credit cards, you might ask, 你们这里能刷信用卡吗？刷 means swipe. 信用卡, credit card. The word-for-word translation is, can I swipe my credit card here? It means, do you accept or do you take credit card? If you haven't listened to me and if you haven't installed WeChat Pay, you might have to say this. I don't have WeChat Pay. 我没有微信支付。微信 WeChat 支付 Pay payment. 我没有微信支付。If you still haven't listened to me, you haven't installed Alipay, then this is on you now. 我没有支付宝. It means I don't have Alipay. 支付宝 Alipay. The next one is for people who cannot eat spicy food. We know that Sichuan food and Hunan food can be quite spicy. So if you want to know how spicy the food is, you might want to ask, is the food here very spicy? Here's how you say it. 这里的菜很辣吗？很辣 very spicy. 菜 dish, dishes. And the restaurant often will tell you that they have non-spicy options. 有不辣的，不辣 non-spicy. 有 have 有不辣的。In most cases, the restaurant can tailor-make for you. They can make the dishes less spicy or even non-spicy. But that's not always the case. So you might want to ask them, can you make this dish non-spicy? 这个菜能做成不辣的吗？不辣 non-spicy. 做成, can you make it to be, right? Can you make it to be non-spicy? If you're a vegetarian, it can be tricky for you to order food in China because a lot of dishes are made of meat or even minced meat. If you want to say, I'm a vegetarian, do you have vegetarian food? You say, 我吃素. I eat vegetarian food. 你们这里有素菜吗？素菜 vegetarian food. This one may be useful for Muslim friends who don't eat pork. I don't eat pork. Which dishes don't contain pork? 我不吃猪肉。不吃 don't eat. I don't eat. 猪肉 pork. 请问哪些菜里没有猪肉？ Which dishes don't contain pork? If you're allergic to nuts, this one is for you. I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish have nuts in it? 我对坚果过敏。坚果 nuts. 过敏 allergic, allergy. 这个菜里有坚果吗？ If you're allergic to a specific kind of nuts, for instance, peanuts, then the next one is for you. I'm allergic to peanuts. Does this dish have peanuts in it? 我对花生过敏。花生 peanuts. 过敏 allergic, allergy. 这个菜里有花生吗？ In a nutshell, if you're allergic to something, here's how you describe it. 我对 ABC 过敏。这个菜里有 ABC 吗？I think you get my point. All right, we're done with the hard ones. Now let's move on to some easy ones. I'd like to have a plate of dumplings. 我要一盘水饺。水饺 dumpling or dumplings. Now you don't have to say 一盘. 一盘 means a plate of, because sometimes they put dumplings in a bowl, right? So you can also say 我要一碗水饺. But in this video, I'm going with a plate. 我要一盘水饺. If you want to have fried rice, you can say 我想点一份炒饭. In this video, I'm using 一份, a set of rice. But you can also say a plate of rice, a bowl of rice, right? 我想点一份炒饭. What if you can't find anything that you want to eat on the menu? I totally get you. As a Chinese, wherever we go, we always want to eat Chinese food. So I totally get that, and I won't judge if you want McDonald's. If you want to ask, is there a McDonald's nearby? You say, 请问附近有没有麦当劳? 麦当劳, McDonald's. Or if you're craving some KFC, you say, 请问附近有没有肯德基? 肯德基, KFC. Sometimes if you say KFC to a Chinese person, they might understand what you're saying. Very likely. Is there a Pizza Hut nearby? 请问附近有没有必胜客? 必胜客, Pizza Hut. Is there a Starbucks nearby? 请问附近有没有星巴克? 星巴克, Starbucks. Is there a Burger King nearby? 请问附近有没有汉堡王? 汉堡, burger. 王, king. 请问附近有没有汉堡王? Alright, now that we have graduated from ordering food, let's move on to ordering coffee. I'd like to have an Americano. 我要一杯美式咖啡. Oftentimes you can leave out 咖啡 and just say 我要一杯美式. If you want your Americano to be iced, you say 我要一杯冰美式. 冰 iced. 我要一杯冰美式. I'd like to have a latte. 我要一杯拿铁. 拿铁 latte. No sugar for my coffee. 我的咖啡不要加糖. The word-for-word translation is my coffee don't need to add sugar, which means no sugar for my coffee. So 我的咖啡不要加糖. Or you can simply say no sugar, 不加糖. No cream for my coffee. 我的咖啡不要加奶. The word-for-word translation is that my coffee don't need to add cream. It means no cream for my coffee. Or you can simply say 不加奶. It means no cream. After you finish your meal, you want to get the bill or the check. You say 服务员买单. 服务员 is gender neutral. It can mean waiter or waitress. 买单 means can I get the bill? Can I get the check? At this point, if you have listened to me and if you have installed Alipay, you can say 可以支付宝吗? Now note that I'm using 支付宝 in this sentence as a verb, right? You can also say 可以用支付宝支付吗? But that's too cumbersome, right? We can just say 可以支付宝吗? It's like saying, can I Uber, right? Uber was a noun, but you can also use it as a verb. It's the same thing. If you have installed WeChat Pay on your phone, then you can say 可以微信支付吗? 微信 WeChat 支付 pay payment 可以微信支付吗? At the end of the meal, the restaurant may want to know if you like the food. They might say, is the food today to your satisfaction? 请问今天的菜合您的胃口吗? 今天的菜 today's food, today's dishes. 胃口 means appetite. If you like the food, you can say, today's food is delicious, thanks. 今天的菜挺好吃的，谢谢。好吃 delicious. Here's something I want to explain further. 请问今天的菜合您胃口吗? 您 means you. You might remember that 你 also means you, right? So both 你 and 您 means you. The difference is this. Usually when you talk to someone who's older than you, someone who is more senior than you, you want to show respect. You use 您. If you talk to your peers in a casual way, like if I'm talking to my friend or if I'm talking to a kid, I will use 你. 你 is more casual and 您 is more formal and it's used to show respect. Alright, as you leave the restaurant staff may say, welcome to come back next time. Here's how they will say it. 欢迎下次光临. 欢迎下次光临. Okay, that's it for today. Do you like today's video? Is it too easy or too hard? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.